As you know, it's been a very active mummy sector going on recently. To do things coming to light, being exposed. It's by what's the name? By Liv. Um, my thing is with this year. Um, Jazzy is going all out to defend Chris, all out by any means necessary. She talks about the how she defends her children. She has never defended her children. Um, People talk about her children all different ways. Sometimes not so bad ways. Sometimes they give her advice. I always take deep breaths when I come on here, and she says nothing. So you do have that trigger word. That trigger word is Chris, basically. And she definitely is sent on the war path because um she's there defending him. She said she was there for her children. If you like I said, shabby life is a good example. That's the first place to start looking at this lady. Even after when he came, because before it was just her and the children, and then he moved in with her, etc., etc. There was a whole lot of heap of things going on, whole lot iffy movements going on where that man was concerned. I do not actually doubt for a minute that nothing didn't go on because, like I said, I played the thing from Reese Unfiltered where the CPS is concerned. The CPS case was always active anyway. So I don't know why she's going on like, oh, this, that, war is me, whatever. Another thing that I did notice as well is when she threatened Liv. Do you know, right, in a criminal courts, they can pull your social media, they can pull any part of your social media, and they can get anything pertaining to an unaliving of a person, whatever. By you saying whatever, there is always one mad person who forgets themselves and something can happen to that lady. By you saying what you are saying online on big YouTube, many people is watching you. You don't know who's watching your live because it does that thing like TikTok where you can swipe through and you can watch any live. And someone could come across your live and you could be saying this and they people you don't know who's on the other side of the device. By you saying, "Oh yeah, right, oh, I want a head on a platter and all this," and the strange, and then after you said all that, you then put it on private because you think that how nobody's not gonna catch you, right? But all the reactors catched it. So my thing is this, right? Right, you're there defending this man. You're even threatening Live, which you have done many times with many people. Because even when Flo came and she found out certain things, you threatened Flo. I keep saying this girl is foreshadowing jail, and when she do reach there, right, I ain't gonna be surprised because you're defending a man who don't even want to be with you, that don't even want you, right? He was there for a short minute, whatever time, and he left you. You aren't even his type. There's so much things. Like I said, when you say like, well, no, when people say there's so much things to unpack within the conversation. She's one of those conversations that you think to yourself, this lady, um, you not only are you threatening the lady online. I said to my daughter, is it known as a terrorist threat? She said no. She said all that is the how right. Why is she doing that? If someone really do go on alive live, right? She will be linked to it because of what you said online. And she forgets that every time she comes on here and she does a whole craziness, because she's very manic manic is the name, chaotic, she's very chaotic. And you're sitting there. I think I might find the clip. Hopefully, I'll find the clip, and I'm gonna put it on the channel for those who don't know what I'm talking about. She's so triggered by the word Chris. Like it, when you're triggered like that, that's very mad. Because that means that you would do anything for the man, no matter what. He see you. There's no wrong in your eyes, nothing at all. Right, right. I remember coming across a program called for my man, or I think it's called For My Man. And all the stories they give is the women who were unalive women for the man. They will do time for the man. They will do whatever until it gets to a pace. Until they try and get half of their charges cut or sentences cut. This lady is not all there in the head. She's not all there in the head, in the mind, in the soul, in the body. When you look at her face, there's emptiness in her eyes. She would not defend her children. She would not defend her children at all. Her children come second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth on the list. And it's crazy. It's crazy, right? Because you then come to a thinking in your mind that something will click in her head. Something will click. She she talks about people about weights and stuff like that. So it's good that you lost weight. Nobody's not determining that. But the fact that how right you are defending Chris, you're not even defending your children. You're not even saying, okay, let me, because whatever was brought forward, let me go and find out whatever. There is an active, like I will say again, there's an active CPS case where she's concerned. There's been one, ain't nothing new. Um, she basically has a mind of a nut. I don't even think a nut is as small as a pea. Her mind is as small as a pea, and it's like eh, I'll be surprised if like we hear about her in the news at one point in time. I feel sooner or later, like I've always, because I think this is the biggest thing that I've been feeling that was coming, but there's also something more bigger than that because this hasn't stopped. This hasn't stopped, right? They're questioning the children, they're questioning everything else, and by rights, they should question the children. The children are in the house. They said that the shabby life don't carry weight of evidence to show the abuse and the neglect of the children, which is a shame because there's a lot in them videos. There's a lot of those videos. A lot of years have been taken from those children. Those children have suffered severely, and they're still suffering now. And it doesn't matter how much you change your face, your clothes, your voice, your multiple personalities, or whatever, you're still unhinged to me. You're unhinged in the head. You're not all there. And I'm not saying that how other people don't have mental health issues. No, they don't. But this one is more crazier. It's plain all out on YouTube. And the fact that how right you put on, I don't know, I don't even know how many lives, like I don't even get a chance to even do half my lives. I post up or do whatever within that time. Like, what I mean? I can't sit on there 5 hours threatening and talking, saying nothing. I can't do that. I don't know how she does it. I don't understand why certain things is allowed on her channel that is on her page. Now she's sort of, it's like she's trying to rebrand the page. I see she's trying to put up certain videos and certain stuff and talk about prepping and all this stuff. It still doesn't take away what is going on with the children. It doesn't take away what's going on with the children. And I feel that the family has stepped away from her because of how she is, of how she is as a person. She is, um, because she does have a sister who's already in a home already. And it's so interesting that how she puts up a thumbnail with a mental hospital name with Liv's face, with Liv on it. That's very interesting. Are you sure? Once again, I would say she is a manifester because everything she spoke about and said what wouldn't happen and da 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 has happened. It's made a whole 360 spin turn, and it's come to what as Malcolm X would say, the chickens has come home to roost, and that is what's going on with this lady. The chickens have come home to roost, right? And even though she feels okay, they can't get me because of this that. In time, everything has a time. The thing runs out, the sand runs out, and everything has a time and a space for everything. There's time for everything. Karma takes her time and she does her work, and when she does her work, and it doesn't even need me or nobody to say, well, it'll take time and things will happen because you are not there for your children. You don't want your children. It's clear for the eyes can see. We all can see that you are not there for your children. You are defending Chris. You are defending Chris by all means necessary. That video with you saying I will do anything for you, and this is what you are doing. And um hopefully this, I think one or two supporters has cotton on to it because like when you read the comments you see it in the comments, right? So this lady, I don't know, right? I don't know. It is very sad. I feel very sad for them children. I always have to say I feel sad for the children more because the children didn't ask to be here, right? They didn't ask for all this. And even though like sexual assault has been put on the table, and I do believe it has happened because in all the videos you do see Chris holding Ava a lot. You see him holding her. Um, the yellow romper suit night is disappeared. There's a lot going on, and I wish I was good at editing like how I see these master editors, because you do see the bullshit for what it is, alright. And as much as she's trying to hide and hide and hide and defend, you're defending the wrong person. You're supposed to defend your children. Your children comes first before any man. Funny enough, with all this talk about sexual assault and stuff like that, I was on another platform and there was a man holding a child and it looked so weird and I literally had to go past it. When anyway, I went back and I read the comments and they was talking about how like people children shouldn't be on men's laps and stuff like that. And when I saw the video, I can understand why there's a lot of sexual deviance around. A lot of sexual deviance. They take sex on single mothers, etc. And the fact that she got him from social media, you know, yeah. I mean, what else can I say? What else can I say? Anyway, please leave a comment underneath the video, add takeaway to what I said, whatever, because like I'm sure like we have all come to the same conclusion to what is going on. She's not for the children. She even made sure and put out a cease and desist letter that wasn't even done by a solicitor to for Liv to stop her talking about Chris. Now, ain't that interesting? Ain't that interesting? You don't defend your children, but you defend this man. But anyway, I gotta come off because, like, I supposed to do my other live on because sometimes, right, you gotta go you gotta look at other stuff because if you keep, because I find that when I watch Jasmine, it's she's draining alone. That's why I watch her through reactors sometimes. I try not to look at her directly because she by herself, she have demons riding her, and she doesn't want to be with by herself. She don't want to admit certain stuff. She feels she's above everybody. She feels she's entitled. I always talk about her entitledness anyway. But like I said, abuse of a child. When a child's been through abuse, there's a whole lot that comes with it. They either become the abuser, or they get very protective over their children, or they get promiscuous. And if it is so, this is what has happened to her children, right? Her children's gonna need deep, deep therapy. They're gonna need, like I said, they're gonna need deep therapy. They have to unlearn a lot of things about love, about who people is. Trust is gonna be low. A whole set of things is problems. On top of that, there's autism going on. There's a like man, I don't know. Anyway, let me just come off. I said, all right, and I'll just leave it at that. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.